Hello, my name is Jim Hummer from Solver, and today we're going to look at how we can do a Dynamics GP AR Open Consolidation to work with Gateway in the data warehouse within Solver products. So, out of the box, you're given certain SQL views, and they're ascertained by GL, and we also have some AR APs. We have consolidated GL views that are out of the box, but let's say, for instance, I want to build a consolidated AR across companies. I want to do AR open. So instead of running one integration per companies, I want to run one integration. So we look at the AR open, and that's this view here, and that is basically open AR transactions. And we can do a little SQL here. And we can change this to our database, and we can run this, and this is going to give us our transactions. And we have another database for GP called TOW, and we can do the same thing. So let's say we want to combine those. How do we do that? Well, what we recommend first is that we create a gateway database. So we put all our consolidated views into that, and then hook it into the gateway. So we click onto that and we run that, and this creates an error. And the reason is this is SQL 12, and I actually have 13 on my system. So I'm going to modify that and then create that. And so now I can go up to my databases and I can go and see my gateway right here. So I'm going to copy this and move this over into my gateway. And I'm going to create a new query. And if I run that, it's going to error out because I'm not in the right database. What I have to do is point this. So I can go TWO, and this will create a query, a cross query into that database. So I can do the other one too. TOU and BI360 AR open. And this looks at my other databases. And then you can just keep on copying this. So I'm going to combine these together with a union statement. And then I'm going to create a view. So I'm going to go create view. And I'm going to go BI360 AR open and go MC and as. All right, and then I'm going to run this, and this should create my view. So if I go and run that view, I'm able to see my transactions for all two of those companies. So that creates my fact set for my open transactions. I also want to do customers. So let's look into customers and look under BI360 under the views. And let's see, and I have BI360 customer. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and then go back over here and do the same process for my dimension. And go TWO. And do a union and go select from TOU BI360 customer, and then see if these run together, which they do. And notice it says 109, so it combines these, does not duplicate these, because there's no entity code within these. So if they have the same exact transaction with these, it will create these together. And then I'm going to go here and create a view. Go BI360 customer MC. And then create this. And that creates my dimensions. And if I had salespeople, etc., I could continue with this process. So now that we've done this, we're going to go to our gateway, and we're going to add a new data source, SQL Server, and we're going to add this as consolidation. Okay, and then we're going to go and put in our computer name. So we find that up here. Go and go lap. And then we're going to put in our database. And copy that. And then put this into our database. And then this will have our currently defaults and so forth. And then we're going to connect. Okay. And then we see our two views right here, the ones that we created. And then we can take our next steps and go into the data warehouse under integrations and then load this up. So instead of multiple companies and multiple integrations, we can just have one. Thank you very much.